Right here, my people. Now, again, everybody want to paint me out to be racist or causing division when science isn't racist. In fact, they use science, they use branches of science to convict rapists, murderers, to they use science, forensics when it comes to a scene, taking a fingerprint. What is a fingerprint? Your biological print of you. It's a DNA. It's part of your DNA, your fingerprint. So they use science to convict you. They use science to perform medical experimentations on you, aka the so-called what that everybody had to get the jabberwocky for, the juice for. They use science. And because we don't understand science, because that was pushed away from you, anything that's natural, you were separated from. Anything that's natural. The asphalt on the ground, that's unnatural. Your house, that's unnatural because of the square. The bed, that's unnatural. Keep your soul trapped in there because of the coils. The pillow, the pill. It's a square pill. It's a pill to keep you in drugged. Everything else, the square house, the square TV, the square books, the square car, the square windows, the square ceiling, the square concrete, the square everything is to keep you trapped. And I'm saying this to all species, more importantly to my species. We are the ones that's being trapped because they are the COs. The complex cell organism is the CO. They are the enforcer of this prison. They are the enforcers to make sure that you are continuously to build your own prison around you, because this is a mental thing. This some mental shit that you got to do some physical shit with. So I want other races of people to listen to this, even my people. Listen to the lie that he is getting ready to say regarding these charged particles. Listen to the lie. And I want you to tell me who's really causing division, who's really manipulating, who's really causing separation. This is a lie. Listen.
Flares, we have a question. This question came in from Sweet Aloha on YouTube. And Sweet Aloha is asking, why aren't there more public notifications about the solar flares and their effects, especially on the human heart, psyche, and energy levels?
Well, there are public notifications. Now, they're not as public as people might wish. And that's actually one of the things that I...
Pause. First of all, he said they are public, and they are. And it's not like the way he wished. Why? Because I'm going to show you. But anyway, what I want you to understand, when you study psychology, look at the finger movement, look at the eye movement, and look how he starts to stutter over his words. Now, just listen.
Feel like Earth Sky is actually serving is to provide this, because the main audience for solar flares are industry audiences, like the radio operators or astronauts, airlines. These are the areas where we know there are direct effects from solar flares on those particular areas. But what we've done is we've done a lot of research, and so far we have found no indication that solar flares have a direct impact on you and I, on our health, on our physical health, because, well, the main reason being that the radiation that comes from solar flares, mostly ultraviolet and X-rays, does not make it through the atmosphere, which is a good thing. The atmosphere is very thick. It protects us. The things that are impacted are things above the atmosphere. Technology like satellites, or even the atmosphere itself, does in fact transmit radio waves, and those can be impacted. So to say that there is no effect, well, we can't really say that. We don't really know for 100%, but we've done research. We've looked for any kinds of effects, and so far we have not found any.
Right. And
pause. He just said, to say that there is no effects, we haven't found any. But there is research out there that could possibly. So for far as his research, there is no information out there that indicates that these charged particles that are coming from the sun are coming down and affecting all living life on the planet. It only affects astronauts, uh, satellites, and telecommunication. No effect on any living organism on this planet, which is a flat out lie. And you knew it was. Well, here we go.
So, so what you were saying was that the radiation from the X flares or any of the solar flares aren't penetrating the Earth's atmosphere, and that's why you said originally that certain industries, such as radio propagation of radio waves, or astronauts in space, or high flying aircraft, might be affected, but that we on our surface are there's no evidence. We don't know. The reality is that we don't know. But at this point, there are no scientific studies showing that there are effects to the human heart or effects to the human psyche or energy levels. We don't know that.
Right. And
science hasn't been able to find
science
a connection.
Hasn't been able to find it. They've certainly been looking. Now, we do know that certain types of the radiation do not make it through. Now could there be effects that we don't know about or something we don't know about? Sure. But X-rays, for example, the same type of light that we have in an X-rays that allow us to see inside of our bodies, those are penetrating, but they cannot penetrate the atmosphere. The atmosphere is too thick.
Right. And if they could penetrate the atmosphere, we wouldn't be here at all.
Right. Exactly. That's exactly the case. I mean, it's not a coincidence that only certain types of light make it through the atmosphere. The kind of light that we can see, the kind of light that supports our life, the kind of... Are
you still interested in a solar powered...
Pause, my people. Next.
Kind of light that supports our life, the kind of light that provides heat and energy for us, but the other kinds of light that are harmful to us do not make it through. Otherwise, we would not be here today.
Okay, my people, here we go. Again, there is no information out there that provides that proof, right? Okay, here you go. Ionizing activity can alter molecules within the cell of our body. That action may cause eventually harm, such as cancer. Intense exposure to intense exposure to ionizing radiation may produce skin or tissue damage. Keep on moving down here. Ionizing radiation. You can just keep on. This is a whole website. You can look this up for yourself, my people. And this is exactly what I told you. And there's nothing that I need to lie to you about. But here you go right here. And this is the process that's happening right now. And this is why you're going to see all kinds of effect with the living organisms on this planet. Even in nature. That's where you're going to see it at. That's where you're going to see it at first. And then it's going to translate right over to us. But anyway, here you go right here. Because ionizing radiation has enough energy to remove electrons from atoms. Remember, I told you the electrons protects the atoms. It protects the atom. Because ionizing radiation has enough energy to remove electrons from atoms, it has the ability to change the chemical composition of the material it interacts with. In any living tissue, this effect can result in a process that damage DNA. Damage DNA. Let me do this real fast. Let me do this real fast for the people that's in the back that they don't understand something. It says damage DNA. You see that? Damage DNA. Your DNA makes up your phenotype, your skin, your placement of your organs, everything. Your DNA is the size of a dot that you can barely see. Your genetics is that small. That's not us, though. Just so that y'all know. That's not us. Anyway, that damaged DNA and can result in the death or mutation, cancer of the impacted cell. So let me read this one last part for you one more again before I show you the next graph. It says, because ionizing radiation has enough energy to remove electrons from around the atoms, the electrons support and protect into glue of the atoms. It protects it. It has the ability to change the chemical composition of the material it interacts with. In living tissue, this effect can result in a process that damages DNA. How about chromosome 1p36? Damages DNA. Those are all autosomal chromosomes, recessive chromosomes that has the ability to change, damage DNA, and can result in the death or mutation, cancer of the impacted cell. This is what ionizing particles do. Next, here you go, my people. Here you go. May 12th. May 12th. Here you go right here. May 12th. It's just trying to act up on me, but it's all good. Ionizing particles right here. Here you go right here. First of all, Earth is in the middle. The white side is the daytime side. The black is the nighttime side. Look at all that yellow, red, that haze, all of this haze. Look at all of this around the sun right here, my people. Excuse me. All of this right here that's around the sun right here. I mean, excuse the Earth. All of this. All of this, all of this, all of this, all of this that's around. This is all ionizing particles. These are all charged particles. The planet is on overload. The planet is on overload. Let me move up here real fast. Here's solar wind. Look how fast this is coming in. Solar wind velocity, May 12th, 2024. Here we go right here. Earth is in the middle. The white side is the daytime side. The black is the nighttime side. These arrows represent ultraviolet light, gamma radiation, whatever you want to call it, solar radiation, dark matter. Here you go. Listen, and this is consistently in the 8s. Consistently in the 8s. 895 kilometers per second equals how many miles per hour? This is consistently in the 8. These arrows right here represents the solar wind coming from the sun, hitting Earth. Some of them hit the dome, hit Earth, and some of them should travel out into space right here. However, there is something on the backside of the planet that is reversing these arrows right here. You see these row of arrows? You see these row of arrows reversing these arrows consistently back into Earth. And if you have a black and a blue sky, why is it showing red here? Why is it showing red here? Because again, you don't have a black and a blue sky. You actually have a multicolor sky. It looks like a box of Skittles up there, to be truthful and honest with you. Pause. Here we go around people right here. In 24 hours, it looked like we had four M flares and 2 X flares. 4 M flares and 2 X flares. And these ionizing particles is the reason why they spray in the sky want to so-called block out the sun. Because these particles are upgrading or downgrading genetic information on this planet. This has an impact on all microcosm organisms on this planet. Period. Okay, my people, here you go right here. This is the sun over here. Earth is right here. This here is a satellite. This is a satellite. And this screen right here, this is just Earth. This is just Earth. But this screen right here, it shows you both satellites along with Earth. And the sun is in it here, spinning counterclockwise. So I want you to look at this right here as I turn this here. Look at the double impacts of this. Look at this. Look at the double impacts. Look at all that energy coming. Ooh, look at all of that energy, my people. Oh, we got to rewind that again. Look at this again, my people. Just look. Oh, look at this again. Pause. Let me get back. Hold up, because I only got a certain amount of time. Look at all of this energy. Look at all. Let me put my face right here. Look at this, the sun. Look at all of this energy that just came off the sun. Look at all of that. Look at all that energy. Look. This is it. And look at this energy right here. This is Earth. Look at this energy. This is Earth. Look at the gases. Look at all this energy. Hold on. Oh, look at this. Let's look at this together. Hey, Kevin. Here we go. Boom. Look at the impact. Oh, look at the impact. What? And this is coming back around? This is coming back around again? This is great start.